Kayfabe Night! Kayfabe Night! Beer in our hands and we're leaving our mark. Adam and Tyler breaking it down from the top rope straight to the ground. Crack a cold one, take your shots. Kayfabe life, like it or not. There isn't like the Kayfabe life. Kayfabe life.
I got so my eye. I have an extra contact over here, but ever since I put this one in, I feel like so if you randomly see me pulling my eyeball out during the show and putting a new one in, it's because this one is just not playing fair today. Anyway,
So first off, how about that new theme song?
yeah,
right?
it's nice, man. It's nice.
fun.
I've been listening to that just to listen to it.
Wait until I roll out the others to you that I'm working on. I've got more.
This
Not for kayfabe, but I've got more for. I've got one for sure. I got probably three that I'm trying to like work through for the eventual father podcast, the High Proof Parenting podcast, and then I'm working on something cool for you and Cass, and then
Nice.
the three of us, me, you, and Jesus, what am I doing here? Yeah, for your guys' straightforward podcast, we'll work on that one too. What you guys want to see for that one, Colton?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Cody for whatever reason, but yeah, no, sorry, Colton. It's not you. It's the alcohol. So-
I gotta throw this out there.
yeah,
These are fucking amazing.
I mean, wild berry
Randos
Skittles are some of my favorite,
Sour wild
Yeah.
berries.
but I could
Just combine the
those.
two best.
Yeah, I like sour. Sissy likes sour. Edda's been eating like the sour straws.
Really?
Oh, yeah, my kids die for those. Oh my god.
My
crazy.
kids, yeah, the sour straws, but the second you give them a warhead, you're an asshole.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
I've never given her those. I haven't given her a warhead yet.
Yeah.
The first topic on High Proof Parenting podcast: do you give your kids warheads or
Should
not?
you give your kids warheads?
Cassie also came home with this shirt. Now tell me what you guys see is out of place here.
I mean, besides Batista being in that Ross war,
That's what, right, exactly. Why is
Yeah.
Batista here?
that's
That
kind
logo
of
was just the RAW by the time he got there.
Yeah.
yeah.
So weird, but I love
What'd
it.
you do right? Why is Cass treating you so well? I don't think you've deserved that at all.
Jesus. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
I think what you need to do is be concerned. Like that's what you need to do. Why is she buttering you up so much?
She feels
She's
bad about the
probably
foot.
yeah, something's
I
happening.
don't know. She might
She's-
be.
She's gonna
might
put
be.
you down.
I mean, she's not gonna get any money for it. She's the one with the $300,000 life insurance on her. Not
My
shit.
assumption would be the day that Cass puts you out, it would be for pure pleasure, not for business. Like I don't think there needs to be a payday there.
That's
It's just
accurate.
time.
I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty accurate. So let's go down the line. Rankins, what were your shots for today?
I had tequila and then Clerk's Choice. And since I didn't go anywhere this weekend because I was an absolute lazy bum, Marissa became the clerk, so she has me doing brandy today. So,
Okay.
you know,
I went, and by I mean my wife, because she hates me. I rolled gin and Clerk's Choice, and for the gin, she got London Dry Gin. I don't know, Bombay something.
Bombay
It
is
doesn't look
gin.
like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could be.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not. I mean, if you're gonna do gin, it's yeah.
And then the Clerk's Choice is called, it's another one I've never had. It's called Chuckle. Real fruit flavored rum. I've never heard of these guys, but it looks like it'll be good.
All right.
And then, Aaron, what do you got?
I just went with, I saw some, I was like, you know what, this reminds me of being like 21 and not knowing what you're doing. So I went with Dr. McKillicuddy's, the Menthol Mint, and Fireball.
And a real bartender here wants to say hi to everybody. Hold on. Want to say hi? You don't want to say hi?
What shots do you have?
Say hi to Tyler and Aaron. No,
Yeah,
okay,
no.
you're done.
No.
she just woke up. Say hi. Okay, yep. Go back to mama. Mwah.
Yeah. The same way CC acts when she gets up. Just
I mean,
until she's ready for me.
well, now they'll go downstairs and 5 minutes later she'll be like, Papa podcast? No, you had your chance. I thought it was Ezra coming up the stairs because he wanted to be on it last weekend. So.
And what's your second one, Aaron?
Fireball.
Ooh, Fireball.
Fireball.
Oh, speaking of, come here. Let's get this done. Mister, I just lost my 5th tooth. You want to show him? Give him a good old smile. There it is. Good job, buddy. Hey, what was your favorite match last night? Okay, let's try this. Are you excited about Danhausen? Yep, all right, that's what I thought. He's excited about Danhausen.
There we go.
Well, we're going to break into that, too, because
Yes,
that
we will.
Chicago crowd was flat.
Yeah, by the end of it, they popped right away, but
Yeah,
not really, not that big.
I was disappointed because I love Danhausen. We've talked about him on the show ad nauseum at times.
Yeah.
And we both had said WWE is the place for him to go. Our truth is, sure, he's got that 4-year contract with 3 years of it being an option, but he's going to be gone. Danhausen's young yet.
Yep.
We need
them
it. Santino Marella, gone. Bye, TNA.
Yep.
We need that guy.
When you got Mr. Iguana, I mean, and the crazy thing about Mr. Iguana is like that dude can go in the ring, and so can Danhausen. And so, I mean, it's a lot of people are like he's no good in the ring, and I'm like, well, you just clearly haven't seen him actually get to like wrestle.
They probably judged him off of that one WWE tag match that he had with Psycho Clown, and yeah, sure, he botched one thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking for Danhausen too, and Mr. Iguana, but it's like they both can go in the ring. So I mean, it could be fun. I think there could be some cool stuff. We'll talk about it. All right, let's not give him too much right away.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the tastier shot first because I learned last week not to. I'm not doing bad and then good. I'm not. Yeah. I'll torture myself at the end.
I don't think it's gonna matter very much, to be honest with you.
I mean, that one just looks like stomach ache.
Put it this way. I got a bottle of homemade slow gin when I was like 20 years old. And I was like, oh, I'm home alone? So I'm watching the Brewers game, and I'm literally filling like a real mug up with this and like slamming it. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting it down to about here, and I puked the entire cup back and forth, and I never had gin again until this fucking show.
I like slow gin. Oh. I like slow gin. It reminds me of Joey Bonamassa, one of my favorite blues players. So, all right, let's get one in. And then, hey, we should probably spin. We should spin for shots. And I was thinking it would probably be a good idea to have Aaron spin also, and then those shots will just be what he does next time he comes out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'll keep track. I have a OneNote going, and as soon as I get it organized, I'll send it to both of you so you guys can be a part of it too. But it'll be like, and then that way, Tyler, you can put show notes in it and stuff like that if you want. And I'll have whatever shots and whatever stuff we have to remember for going forward.
Okay.
So.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's do this shot, and we'll get to spinning.
All right. Go. Oh, that is disgusting. Tequila goes up to grandma, but well.
Oh. Okay.
That was really red.
Oh.
It's sour. That's really sour. It's good, but it's just sour. Christ. All right. Here we go. All right. What are we gonna do? Adam, Aaron, me?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
What is it?
Bourbon.
Butter. Bourbon. All right.
Bourbon's a good one.
Nice
Yeah.
and easy.
I will never be mad about that.
You ready?
All right. Yep.
Rum.
Okay.
But
That
it's not
works.
tequila. I saw that.
All
I know
right.
tequila well. I see it every time it's on there, and I just pray that it keeps going. Is that bourbon?
Bourbon. All right, I'll take a bourbon.
A lot of
Okay.
that going around.
Bourbon's going to be flowing next week. You should do rum out of a bourbon cask, Aaron. Just to...
Oh yeah.
All right, here's our second round. Starting with
Not
ranking.
tequila. Not tequila. I think we should snake this if it's tequila.
Tequila.
Oh, we're snaking that bad boy. That's got to be Tyler's. I'm done with tequila. All right. Fine. All right, Aaron, you're up.
All right.
Here
Go.
we go, Aaron.
I said that tequila was going to last me a year. It's going to last me a month at this point.
It's gonna last you a
Jesus.
month. Dude. Bourbon.
Bourbon?
We're all
Oh,
having
my
a bourbon
goodness.
shot. That
All
sounds
over them.
nice.
We should try to sync that up. Well, I guess Tyler and I will be doing it separate, but we should hopefully we'll have bourbon next time. Whatever we do, we'll have Tyler to get that one too. Or I'm sorry, Aaron.
Here we go. Here we go. On something not shitty. Gin again.
Oh my goodness, that is. All right. Well, if I gotta have tequila, you gotta have gin. It's just the way it's gotta be. So it's just gotta be
Wheels
that
get
way.
used to it at this point.
Yeah, those are good picks, man. Those are good. That's a good group. The
Yes,
best
sir.
part of it is there's no Cass's pick in there, and there's no Marissa's pick in there, and there's no big sips. So
Yeah, I'll at least take that. I'm done with the big sips, big frickin' whatever the hell the other one was called.
They're not that bad.
no, I don't mind them. Ready? I got a bottle today.
That Warheads one that I had was amazing.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
Really. The margarita's not bad.
All right, let's, like the song says, crack into a cold one.
Cracking a cold one. Yeah.
I ran
I
out,
made my
so I
own-
just got a couple of this.
I'd say I made my own old fashioned today, guys. So it's bound to
So
suck.
it's not going to be good.
No,
Yeah, so you say that
no,
every
it's
time.
not. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. We're gonna try it right now. Hold on.
All right.
Okay, that's
Here we go.
exponentially better than last time, but
There you
not
go.
nearly as good as my wife and son make.
You're
So
learning.
Okay.
yeah,
I see. It's vice versa here. I'm the one that makes the mixed drinks.
I mean, me too normally, but I've been replaced.
Jesus. All right. Story number one. Fightful Select says they still haven't heard of Britt Baker being brought up in AEW recently, but her contract could be extended well into 2027 for all the time that she's missed. Why won't he just let her go? She already had to quit her dental practice because of death threats. Like, just Tony, let her go.
Right.
You don't want her. She don't want to be there. Why? What is the point then?
After you brought her up last week, I went and watched those
Honestly,
Thunder
it feels
Rosa
like
matches. They're so good.
Yeah, she's good. She just, my only thing with like Britt Baker, she's of the same cut as like the JC Janes and that kind of group, and I just don't know that they get enough respect and play. In the women's rankings as you would like Rhea, who's an absolute monster, or even a Mercedes Moné, who's not a monster, but she's just a transcendent superstar. For most people, not for me. I think she's way overrated. But
we'll get into her later.
Yeah, I know we will.
I don't know. I think Tony needs to quit being a bitter little spoiled nepotism brat. That's what I think.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Okay.
just me. That's just me.
Could be.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Jonathan Coachman is now claiming that Vince McMahon is quietly exploring buying WWE back with Saudi backing.
I saw that this week, and then didn't a few people refute that though? They were like, "That's ridiculous."
There's been a lot, but at the
Yeah.
same time, Vince has been not quiet about not enjoying or respecting the creative decisions that they've made since Vince has left.
So how do you guys feel about that? I'm interested, like, because there's clearly a difference, right? And what I'm wondering for you guys is are you willing? First of all, are you a bigger fan of Vince's creative direction or what they have going now? And if it is Vince, are you willing to overlook all of that other stuff to have him back in charge of creative? Is that worth it to you?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Solely based on ticket price, Vince would definitely drop the tickets.
Well, I'm just talking creative. For sure on that stuff, yeah, I would come back down. But I'm talking just strictly creative, not financially.
Vince is out of touch.
Okay.
He was out of touch that last 6 years that he was running it.
Yeah.
So I think creative would take a hit unless he literally just bought it back to own it again and let somebody else take over creative. Like let Triple H, run without training wheels.
Is that the Vince we know? I don't think so. I don't think that's the Vince we know.
Not at all. Not at
What
all.
about you, Aaron? What do you think?
The only way I could see it working is if he bought it back again, like you said, just to own it. I don't think he can buy it back to run it. I just don't think that can happen now.
Yeah.
With everything going on.
I think with what we know about Vince, that's impossible, right? And I agree. I personally I liked the Vince McMahon booking style through. I mean, it's what made me a fan when I was young, but I don't think I miss it that much. But I'll have some words about how I feel about people and their complaints in booking and all that stuff later. But I don't miss him that much to look past all that crap and to then put training wheels back on some of these other people. I think the only person that needs training wheels is Road Dogg, and those training wheels should probably take him out of the building. But
wasn't it a story that Ryan Ward took over creative for both, or at least was overseeing both brands creative? Because it's been better. You could argue that SmackDown has been better than Raw, and NXT has been better than both.
I think they need to.
So
they need to get, and I understand. I'm probably going to piss off some wrestling purists here for sure, but I think they need to get some movie writers in it. They need some showrunners. They need people who are used to writing television or who are used to writing movies. Not as a head. I don't want them to run the thing, but they need those voices in there. Because one thing that like movies like the Marvel movies and the DC movies and some of those other ones do very, very well is consistency and being able to make things make sense from one movie to another to another to another. And I think that's what WWE especially is missing in a major way. I mean, obviously you have things like injuries and stuff like that put, crinkles in plans, but I think they're missing cohesiveness. They're missing consistency in their creative. It's not the creative, in my opinion, that's the problem. It's the consistency of the creative that's the problem. That none of it makes sense.
I mean, even this mystery box thing that we'll get into later, all of us said this is dead in the water the second we saw the crate.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think it's actually not necessarily not that it's not cohesive, but like the long term is almost too, like the long term storytelling is almost too much, where then they can't pull the trigger enough on those long terms because they keep running out of like runway of when's the right time. Because when I look at I've said this before, I'm a couple years new to WWE, but I'm even newer to AEW. And I have a harder time with AEW because a lot of their storytelling happens like in the ring. Whereas in WWE, you do get a lot more of the vignettes and the backstage and stuff. So like, at least for me with WWE, I actually think they do a good job of connecting things, but they let the long term get in the way too much because then they step on. I have a lot to say about the matches that we'll get into that were on this pay-per-view event, but or PLE, sorry, but I feel like they let the long term go too much and step on themselves by doing that.
Well, and that's where the injuries come to play, right?
Yeah.
Because like their problem right now is that they're looking, and this is a Paul Heyman thing, and there's a lot of jokes going around about it right now because he said this on I think one of the documentaries, but this is a Paul Heyman thing where he's like, I'm looking at next WrestleMania to book this WrestleMania, which is, I love the idea. I love the fact that we're looking long term to book what's happening today. The problem is, look at the vision. right?
Yeah.
Like, you looked long term on the vision, which could have been a really cool, great thing, and now you're having to like literally call audibles every week because they're hurt. And then they just give up on things at times, and so it's really hard for me to watch the product. Now, AEW has more of a Japan style product where all the storytelling happens in the ring, and I think that WWE is trying to do that more, but they don't know how to yet. And so I think part of that would come from having more Hollywood style writers in there. Excuse me.
Sure.
Again, I do not want them running the show. Like, that wouldn't be good. But I think a different voice or a different style would be great. One of the greatest things that's ever happened to Saturday Night Live is when they hired somebody who wasn't a comedian to write for them. Mm-hmm. And that was it was one of the best things that ever happened, because now they look at it from a different perspective,
I personally, for me, I think a dream team for creative that could happen if everybody could just, leave the egos at the door, would be Triple H's head. And then we got Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, Brian Gewirtz, and Freddie Prinze Jr. for that Hollywood part that he's already written. He's already done creative for WWE. He's already wrote for WWE. I think if they could all get out of their own way, we would get the best product possible. And it'll never happen.
You need a Russo too, though. You need a Russo.
Oh,
everybody hates the guy, but you need one.
Russo would have came up with the fucking stupid box thing that they just opened. Like that's not like a Russo idea.
You need a Russo, though. Like, you need that guy in there to throw out some crazy, crazy stuff, so that every now and again you're like, you know what? That could work. And that, you just take that guy's idea every now and again. And that's how you get things like Maxine Dupree. She's a Russo type person. Who would do great.
For my team, it would never work, but that's because Jim Cornette has swore on his own life that the second Vince Russo dies, he's going to go take a shit on his grave. Which is fair.
But I'm just saying a Russo type. You just need a Russo type. You need somebody who's willing to push the envelope, who's willing. A Bischoff, right? You just need somebody who's willing to push it. A Vince McMahon is somebody who's willing to push that envelope a little bit. But then you have somebody who's strong enough to pull them back and say, okay, hey, good idea, but let's dial it back a little bit and let's make this a little bit more palpable for everybody else. So.
Okay. All right, you guys ready for this next one?
Yes, sir.
All right, WrestleVote says the current idea for Drew McIntyre's championship match at WrestleMania 42 is anything but a singles match, and the expectation is a 5 or 6-pack challenge. Now, this kind of even makes more sense now that we're really adding up. We got McIntyre, and now we for sure have Orton. But what do you got taken out at the end there? We got Jacob Fatu waiting in the water, and then you got Drew. It's 5 people.
Yeah.
Who would the 6th one be? I don't know.
I mean, now you got Seth back, so maybe he gets involved somehow.
Seth did get involved in the entire outcome of the show along with Drew, so it could be Seth.
Yeah. So I mean, I knew as soon as Orton won that match that at that moment I was like, okay, this is at the very least a fatal 4-way. Right. Maybe we get 5, maybe we get 6, but we are at least getting 4. So
I think it actually, I would be worried if it was more than 4, because with the 4, with Orton, Cody, Drew, and Fatu, you can at least tell yourself that it makes sense. Otherwise, if you start adding a 5th and a 6th, now it's people who haven't been in the storyline, and now you're just completely telling them that Chamber didn't matter.
Right.
And so they're already doing that a little bit, but I think if you keep it at those 4, you can at least say, hey, they've all been part of this leading into, during, and after the Chamber, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think they just want to put the title on Cody.
So I got more to add
trouble
to
selling
that.
those tickets, and then he has the title walking into it. He can do all the TV spots, all that stuff. I think they just want him with the title walking in, no matter what the match is going to be.
I think however he gets that title is what that's when we're gonna know, right? If he wins that title either clean or with help from Orton or Fatu probably, right? If he gets that title with Fatu or clean, we're getting those 4. If somebody else gets involved and he gets that title from them, My guess is that person's going to be in there, or we'll start opening it up more.
Yep. I
got more to add to this, and it's by Self-Made Pro, who's been a very reliable source for this podcast. Self-Made Pro said it's possible Randy Orton is revealed as the guy who attacked Jacob Fatu, kind of adding to that 5 or 6 pack challenge, along with Aleister Black being used as a Karrion Kross type character who could actually cause the character shift for Orton before Mania. And we've seen it a couple times now with Black and Orton, and a little bit of here and there, and Black going, I know who you are on the inside, and yes, this is what Karrion Kross was doing. And it makes me wonder why you going back to the well when you bailed on Karrion Kross in the first place, and you had him doing this, and he was over.
The whole gimmick is just as a ripoff from Karrion Kross. I mean, all of it. I mean, even down to Zelina and everything. Yeah, he is playing the same character, and I almost feel like that's what got Karrion Kross booted out, so to speak, is that they wanted that style character for Aleister, but. Yeah, and I love Aleister. That's no shade, and obviously I love Zelina. I almost wore my Zelina shirt today, but that's no shade to either of them. It's just like, but this is Karrion's gimmick. This is his thing.
Yeah, I do want to add, I also saw those similarities so much that I had a rivalry going in WWE 2K while I'm wrapping up. I got Mania left before the new game comes out Friday, but I had the U.S. Championship. So am I. U.S. Championship on Karrion Kross, and I had Aleister Black on such a long winning streak that finally it was like, well, now they're going to have to go head-to-head. But to build up to it, I had Kross and Scarlett versus Black and Vega. And it was just it felt like awesome. And I was like, what? We could have done this for real instead of just being like, bye, Karrion. It would have been great.
It'd have been great. I've been playing a little bit more of so my bum ass friend Shane, he's been like working and stuff and not like playing our Madden or our NCAA games. I'm saying a fucking bum. So he's been out here like, oh, I gotta like go to the basketball game. I'm an administrator. I'm like, shut up. Nobody cares about you. So I've been like, all right, well, I'm home. Everybody's sleeping. I want to get a game in. So I've been playing universe mode a little bit, trying to get ready because I think I'm going to try to play it a little bit more when the new game comes out. But I'm trying to just get used to a little bit of the mechanics now before the new one comes out, and I get discouraged.
I want to add, being home for the 5 weeks I've been home with this ankle injury, and tomorrow I was already telling Aaron I have that what did I call it? Consultation with a different doctor that was suggested by my most likely surgeon. They're going to be giving me a shot in the back of my knee, or because it's doctor's choice, not my choice, they're going to give me a fucking epidural like I'm about to give birth. I watched my wife get an epidural. She puked all over the nurse.
You should take the wheel and have them spin it. And just be like, all right, epidural or the other shot. have them spin the wheel. That's what you're going to go with.
Or the gin.
So, and it really is roulette for me because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Is he going to be like, actually, I really believe in the block? Or is he going to be like, no, we need you dead from the waist down? And I'm going to go, my wife would probably like that 5 days a week, but not now. I don't want that.
Or should you take a shot of bourbon? Like, which one?
You know what? He could take a shot after he successfully hits the block or the epidural, not before.
Hey, sometimes you got to steady those hands. You know what I mean? He's the surgeon. So
that's what I'm looking at for tomorrow's fun time. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But getting back on track to what I was saying, I've been out for 5 weeks, and now I want to preface this by saying, and I know some of them listen to this show, I don't fucking miss any of you. None. That's why I haven't reached out to talk to any of you. I don't like you. I just work there. I'm there for a check. And I play nice because I have to. But go fuck yourself. I miss just working. I miss being out of the house. I just miss, like, doing something. But I don't miss doing anything with those people. But I do miss
doing something, not with you.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, there's a reason I haven't reached out to any of you. I'm enjoying my time away. But I am getting bored.
I can imagine.
Do I care if it's going to be awkward when I finally go back? No.
Nah.
Maybe they won't talk to me even more, and I'll like it more. All right, so speaking of injuries, Bronson Reed has a torn bicep. Braun Breaker has a major hernia. What does this mean for the future of the Vision, and is there a future of the Vision at all? What do you guys think? I have my own personal take on this. Aaron, you first, and then we'll hit Adam.
So when this all happened, I really just hoped they kind of scrapped the Vision because it just wasn't good anyway, and you could tell it completely lost its direction. But with spoiler to talking later about the match, when Seth came back, I think they felt like they had to at least finish this part of it because they didn't want to bring Seth back any other way. I think that's why we saw them put Logan in, and they kept just changing who was in it, but you could tell they kept the spots the same. So what I'm envisioning is that now that Seth is back in this storyline, I think they really only used it as a way to get Seth back, and now they will either have Seth come in with a faction or have Seth come in and beat Logan and beat Theory or something in which they can then dismantle the Vision and move on with Seth. So I think they were working towards getting rid of the Vision with all this happening, but I think they felt like they had to finish this part of it because it was the only way they wanted to bring Seth back.
That makes sense. Adam?
Yeah, I will say I agree. I think that they want to finish this, and I think they should. I am a cohesive person. I want things. I want to start. I want the middle, and I want an end. But I prefer Seth Rollins as the leader of a faction. I prefer Seth Rollins as the visionary, the revolutionary. I prefer him being in that role and leading others, and then going in and winning his matches or doing whatever he needs to do. But in order to do that, you have to make Seth Rollins really, 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 really strong. And so either he's going to retake the Vision and rebuild it, so to speak, and still call the Vision, do their own thing. I think we'll still have the Vision in a respect. I don't think it'll look like it looks today. I think that as Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed come back, they will be picking up the scraps that are left over because I don't think Austin Theory is going to be around. He's going to get rid of him. I don't think, unless Austin Theory is part of his new master plan, but I don't think Jake or Logan Paul will be around. I think they're both going to be taken out by Seth. And then we'll have some drama between each returning superstar and Seth. Those are just ready-made rivalries when they come back. It's easy money. But yeah, we'll see. But I think we'll still have some iteration of the Vision, but it won't be what you're looking at today. And Paul Heyman won't be a part of it either.
Okay, so I have a different idea.
Okay, I'm with that.
So now, 2 weeks in a row, we had one of the masked man get unmasked, and they were both, I believe students at Seth Rollins' school. And now we have Seth Rollins. I think Rollins doesn't have the Vision. He's going to start a new faction to battle the Vision and take them out one by one with students that he trained personally himself.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where I was going to. You know what I mean? I think but I think it's going to be. I don't know that they'll abandon the Vision's a pretty dope name. Like, it's a pretty dope name. It's a pretty dope idea. So I think they'll try to still hang on to that somehow. But I do think it'll be a whole different group for sure. Yeah, but his students would be dope. I didn't know that those guys were students of his. If that's the case, that'd be phenomenal. But I'll also take some NXT call-ups too if you wanted. But his students would be great.
The NXT call-ups was what I was going to say. So Ethan Page lost his North American Championship to Miles Bourne. And I don't know. I wanted to talk about AAA later too. He lost his mixed tag team title there, and he lost his Fatal 4-Way last night for the tournament they have going on. And Ethan Page and Ricky Saints have been real buddy-buddy all of a sudden, like doing backstage promos and stuff together. Ricky Saints has a match, or at least they're building to one with Joe Hendry. If he loses that, I could see Saints and Page coming up together as like the tag team side of Seth's faction. with those three to start. So then you at least have names that aren't just nobodies from a training facility.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, then you got some name power along with some people that everybody's like, who the hell? So apparently they're from Seth's school, but I don't know who they are.
Right.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
So they just, with Paige and
100%.
Saints, they've kind of been like keeping them relevant, but stripping them a little bit. So.
And just history has told us in the past that the second that starts happening, that's when the call-up happens.
Yep. Yeah, I think that might be this Tuesday.
All right. Next, we have some Chelsea Green news.
That gangster.
I love them all. I really do. And I made sure I got my pre-order in to get Joe Hendry because that was a dirty move, by the way. That was a dirty move by WWE. Bastards. Chelsea Green told Bustin' Open her ankle is chipped and saying it's not the worst kind of break, so we're good. And that her injury is healing nicely. So, I mean, but it's Chelsea Green. She would, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, she could have 6 broken ribs and her kneecap could be dislocated. And she'd be like, trust me, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's Chelsea Green. And she's going to stay relevant. She's on TV still. She's smart. She's a very smart businesswoman. And her character is amazing. Of course, she's going to downplay this injury. I'm glad to hear it's only a chip. And it's not a break or a hairline or, soft tissue damage that I'm dealing with. Maybe this is just a bump in the road, and she'll be back and running the secret Hervis before we know it.
Yeah, I saw a rumor that it was more like to Stephanie Vacquer's foot injury, where like she had to deal with it, but she didn't have to go away. And they were kind of building maybe some tension between Tiffany Stratton and her, which could be a pretty cool rivalry heading into Mania if they decide to do something like that. Now that Tiffany's not going to be part of the title picture, so.
True, that spot on SmackDown was good.
Yeah.
Did enjoy that. Let's see, we got a couple more before we run over the Elimination Chamber. According to WrestleVotes, WWE is now considering a babyface turn for Trick Williams after noticing how the live fans respond to him every week on SmackDown. I've kind of thought the same thing. He's over. He was over day one, and they made him a heel, and it's some as great as it is to like cheer for the bad guy doesn't want you to cheer for them, and he's getting cheered for. So I think the smart move would kind of be for him to switch babyface. And I'm not saying kiss babies and shake hands and everything. He can still be a dick, but he can be a babyface dick.
I think that's what he is though already, isn't he? I mean, I know he's a heel like by definition, but his attitude and everything is that just ignorant, I'm going to say what I want to say and talk down to you, but everyone's going to love me for it, and everyone should love me for it. So I think he should just keep doing what he's doing. He's kind of riding the line, and it's clearly working. If you turn him face too quickly and then have him do something different, I mean, I don't know why you would change whatever he's doing. I feel like WWE does that so often now where it's like if someone gets over on their own, they need to take control of it and try to make it what they want it to be, and just let him do what he's doing.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. Yeah, I think that's the most important part is that it's what's working for him. So if it's working, let it be. It's just they try to change too much.
I think he should be winning more matches. I think
maybe
that's one thing that would be
whatever he's doing is working though. And if you can get over and still not win matches, that's awesome, because now you're putting other people over, but you're still popular. It's incredible to be able to do that.
The Miz in a nutshell. He hasn't won a match in like
The Miz. Yeah, The Miz is a great example.
WrestleVote speculates that WWE booked the Brock Lesnar Open Challenge angle on this week's Raw because they legit have no idea who to match up with him at WrestleMania. So they just kind of threw a dart.
Who? Give me 2 people. Who do you think? Give me 2 people who you think or who you want. Let's go. Who you think it's going to be, and who you want it to be. Let's give me that. Give me that.
Who I think? I have no idea. I don't. I think they just haven't led into anything. Who I want? Obafemi.
Okay. Now, can I clarify something really quick before we go too far? Is he fighting on every one of those dates, or is he just going to be there every one of those dates? Because when I was listening to Busted Open, it sounded like they were talking about it like he was going to have a match every single one of those dates as an open challenge. That's not how I read it. Yeah, I read it as
that's not how I read it either.
He's going to be here these days. You have an opportunity to step up to him, right? Is that how you guys read it? Okay.
Yeah. That's how I took it too, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear everything they were saying, but okay. What do you think, Aaron? Who do you think it's going to be, or who do you want it to be?
Obafemi and Obafemi. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any other way you can do it because Oba's going to be at Mania. He has to be, and they already set it up at the Royal Rumble, which was intentional. They did that on purpose, and Oba is over there at Grandma's doing his walk on Twitter, like because he's that incredible. I think what they're going to do with the Brock Lesnar spot is have people come out to him. Like, I think it'd be hilarious if, like, Kit Wilson came out to him and been like, you're toxic. Like, they're going to have a couple people, not a lot, but one every other spot come out to him, and then Lesnar be like, no, this is open challenge, but not for you, and destroy them. And then Oba.
Oh, I was going to say, he has to destroy them right then and there.
Exactly.
This is why you have Danhausen, right? This is why you have a guy like Danhausen come out. You have a guy like R-Truth come out. You have a guy like Kit Wilson come out. This is why you have those wrestlers. People who are like, why would you hire a guy like Danhausen? For this shit. This is why you hire a guy like Danhausen. Because he can go out there and take this bump.
Throwing a curse at Lesnar and Lesnar just laughs at him.
Yeah, it would be phenomenal. Like, it would be so good. Like, this is why you have that person. Here's what I'm saying. I think it'll be Oba, right? But I don't want it to be Oba because, again, I want Oba to retire Lesnar. I don't want him to fight him at Mania. I want it to be Royce Keys. They've been doing a really good push on Royce. They had him on Stephanie's show. What new rookie have they ever had on Stephanie's show the same week he debuted? Like, that's crazy. So he's on Stephanie's show. He put up a crazy emotional video. He's going to be over as a babyface whenever he comes onto the big stage again. He's been doing dark matches and stuff, but I would love to see him step up and challenge Brock and give him a good fight. He doesn't have to win. If Oba fights him, he has to win, right? Yeah. And I think that's the difference. Royce doesn't have to win. Oba does. So, is that my house? No? Okay.
No, it's mine.
Okay. I didn't know if anybody was cooking downstairs, and it wasn't me, so sometimes those alarms go off.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got two more. Bodyslam.net says WWE currently does not have a... Huh? We're good?
But, yeah, go ahead,
okay. Bodyslam.net says WWE currently does not have a tentative date or plans for a draft this year at all. So weird that they would put it into WWE 2K26, but I just wanted to get ahead of this now because of how many times we brought it up last year. Heard the draft's going to be next month. Heard we got a couple weeks. They're going to announce the draft. Did you hear? This week. Probably going to bring up the draft. And it never happened, so I want to get ahead of it now. And I think Bodyslam.net wants to do the same thing. I'm not going to talk about it until they say there's going to be a draft.
Yeah, last thing I'll say about it is please, WWE, bring us back the draft. I want the draft. Make it fun. Make it a big deal. Make it like the NFL draft or the NBA draft or whatever you want. Make it an event. You are working with ESPN now. They know how to do a draft. Just do it. It'll be so much fun. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I've never been around while one was going, but it seems like you said it could be a lot of fun. I think they're probably just waiting for when it feels like something needs a shake.
They got to when it's time to shake something up. Yeah, when it's time to really shake it up.
Maybe post-Mania. I know it's not announced yet, and like you said, it may not even be this year. But like now that Rhea's going to be facing for the SmackDown title, post-Mania, they could be like, "Hey, things are very different."
I think you need to have a situation where both titles are on the same show. And then that's when they'll do it. That's when they used to do it before. I mean, post-Mania is the perfect time to do it because it's like a new season for them. But you almost need both titles on the same show, and then you got now we got to do it. So instead of the title moving with the show, you got to be like, we've got Roman's got a title and Cody's got a title, and they're both, SmackDown guys. So now we got to do a thing. So
right.
Not my prediction. That's not my prediction or anything. I'm not saying that, Tyler. Don't get mad. All right.
But, all right. Lastly, and I talked this about you guys a little bit last night. Mercedes Moné has a texting service for $99.99 a month. Going on a talk show last week, pushing it on fans again. This isn't a new thing. It's been around for a bit, but now she's like, it's obviously not doing good, so now she's trying to push it again. Addressing fans, saying it's affordable for what you're getting, and claiming she will answer everyone's questions over text about her life and the important things about her life people need to know. I gotta tell you, Mercedes Moné, I don't need to know jack shit about your life, especially for $99.99 a month. I wouldn't pay fucking $5.99 a month to talk to you. Like, she has shown it so many times. She doesn't like her fans. She's repulsed by them. She hates doing meet and greets. There's video of her being rude to people in her line. She's a fucking bitch. I'll say it. I'll say it with my chest, too. She's a bitch. I don't like her at all. She don't like us. She's in it for the money and the glory. She doesn't not care about you or me or anybody. And the fact that she's charging $99.99 a month just goes to show what she thinks you're worth, a paycheck.
Well, I was saying, people probably pay her. Goodness, guys, there's so much money out there that people are just giving away to people online because, they just want to talk. That's the problem in this world today, is we don't mingle. We don't have conversations anymore. We don't see each other. And so people are willing to pay $100 a month, even if it's not actually her. Like, they're willing to pay $100 a month to think she is talking to them. Like, they're not paying for the conversation. They're paying for the space in her brain, right? They're paying to say, I'm important enough that this person is thinking about me right now, and she's this person, right? And so it's a big societal problem. And I could have this conversation all day long, but it's the fact that we don't mingle. Everything's online. Everything's over the internet. It's ironic that we're all having this conversation over the internet, but there's good and bad, right? We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for the internet. And this is a really amazing thing. We're in 3 different states, and we're able to do this pretty seamlessly. But then the bad part comes where, if you can do 3 different states, you can do the world, and you can sit in this computer chair all day long, never leave it, and think you've been everywhere in the world. And that's the issue, So as much as I dislike Mercedes Moné, I think she's just taking advantage of a system that's already been built. And I can't be mad at her for that, but stop paying her, people. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's stupid.
This is as equivalent to me as the ads I see for AI girlfriends.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same idea. It's ridiculous.
Do I know some people that have definitely had an AI girlfriend?
I probably do.
And it's just sad.
Yeah. Well, the sad part is that people feel like they need to do that stuff rather than going out and meeting people and being around people and learning social skills and stuff like that. That's what's sad.
She probably had one too many weirdos in person at a meet and greet and be like, you know what, I might as well get $99 out of them.
They're gonna be there anyway. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they're gonna do it anyway. You might as well get the money you can get out of it. So I can't be mad at that.
I get it. You guys respect the hustle.
Yeah, well, and that's big coming from me because my disdain for Mercedes Moné. I am not a Mercedes Moné fan at all. I think she's bad for the business. I think she's not as good as she thinks she is, for sure. And I don't think she's as good as a lot of other people think she is. But I can't fault her for this. You got to go out there and get that check. It's all frugal. So,
all right, boys, it's time.
Well, another shot,
and we'll run over the Elimination Chamber. I will say our predictions first, then I'll say the matches, and then we can talk a little bit about the matches, what the outcome was, who was right, who's wrong, who's taking last place, who's taking first place.
You can just say I took last place. I know I took last place. I really got smoked in this one. Yeah, I got smoked in this one.
Yeah. Really
but
and the thing is, I made my predictions, and I told Rankins, I think Cody's going to win, but I really want Randy to win. I should have just went with what I wanted. Damn it.
Yeah. I made my predictions on a hope and a dream. You know, I was like, let's just see if we can make this work. All right, my second one here is Brandy. We got my Hamilton custom-made shot glass. Not going to throw away my shot. Made this one here. If you want one, you can have it.
I don't want to fucking do this shot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
You ready, Tyler?
Yeah.
Here we go. Now, I want you to know you did this to yourself. You could have taken that shot already. You chose to do it later.
I got dry lips. I got dry lips right now.
Yep.
This hurts so bad. It's like pine needles and shit. Ooh. I don't like that. I need a couple of these. Jesus. Anything to get that shit out of my mouth. Oh my god. Okay.
I was gonna say, that's what she said. I was gonna make a pretty quick joke.
Struggled before we opened to the chamber. Did either of you stay up to watch AAA last night after chamber?
I didn't. So,
no, I wish I would have. I got on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero with Colt instead.
There you go. I've been making a point to watch it this last month. It is a really good product they have going on down there, and especially now that Undertaker is heading the. Maybe not heading, but part of that creative and taking care of it down there. It is really, really good.
Oh, Taker's got a brilliant mind for the business. I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. I actually really I feel like people who don't watch AAA maybe are getting sick of the Grande Americano stuff, whereas being with AAA or watching AAA, the Ludwig Kaiser American El Grande Americano is so over down there, incredibly over. But in America, the original is
I don't know why though.
Over. Right, but it's hilarious because you have two wrestlers where it should be one storyline, but it's really two storylines because they play a face and a heel depending on where they are. So I think they could do a really cool crossover match with Triple Mania and WrestleMania and do that match at both of those and continue that story with that. I think would be really cool.
And have different outcomes?
They could, yeah.
So now I saw it this morning that it streamed obviously, but was it only an hour long?
It always is. At least the show, just the weekly show on Saturdays, it's just about an hour. Yep.
Wow. I will. I'll watch it tonight after the show here. Cece's gonna be playing my Xbox anyway. I'll give it a run.
Cece's been grinding on your Xbox lately. Every time you see a video of her, I see her playing that game, and she's not paying attention to you at all. I'm like, is she playing Tony Hawk? Is it all Pro Skater?
It's Skate 4.
Oh, yeah. Skate 4, okay. Yeah, she loves it, man. She's grinding on that thing.
She's been doing Skate 4, Bluey, Bratz, and what was that other one that she does a little Dragon Ball Sparking Zero with me.
Yeah.
I let her win. And then I actually didn't let her win the other day. I was pretty fucking embarrassed. I'm a grown-ass man. But she's just button mashing. This is, it's borderline Mortal Kombat. She's just better at button mashing than me.
Hey, I got beaten pig by Ezra the other day, and I about kicked the ball across the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's tough.
I thought I had more time. I thought I had more fucking time.
That same. I thought we were playing horse or something. I got my butt whooped. So.
God damn. All right. So, getting into the chamber, the first match, which again, you know what? This time I'll say they did it in the right order, and it's only because we got the Drew interruption, we got the
Can I just
interruption. If those wouldn't have been apart, this should have main evented.
let me take this hit, because I have gone hard about how the women need to be the main event. The women need to be the main event. And this is now the third gimmick match, if you'll call it, where I'm talking War Games, Rumble, now Elimination Chamber, where I think the men put on a better show than the women, and I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting really frustrated, because I know those women are better than the men, and they put on a way better show, but I do not think WWE is putting them in the best position to be successful. It was a good match. It was a good match, but it was not better than the men's this time, which is unfortunate.
It was a good match, for sure.
Interesting.
So we had the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Alexa Bliss versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Tiffany Stratton versus Asuka versus Kiana James versus Rhea Ripley. I picked Rhea Ripley to win this one. Aaron picked Rhea Ripley to win this one. Adam picked Tiffany Stratton to win this one. Rhea picked up the W.
I was close.
Yep.
I was close.
You were close. You were the final two.
Yep.
I was close.
Final two.
Yeah.
But when it was down to Tiffany and Rhea, I was like, oh, no, Rhea's winning this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, come on. When the walkouts came out, Rhea was winning. Once they lost that title on SmackDown, Rhea was winning this. It was, like I said, I wasn't picking Tiffany because I actually thought she was going to win. I was picking Tiffany because I was like, let's hope maybe they make the right decision here and not go with Rhea. No disrespect to Rhea, but I mean, we've seen this. We've seen it over and over and over again. Rhea, the main event. We've seen it. But again, she's good. She's great. It's Rhea versus Jade is going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. So favorite parts of the match, Aaron?
Yeah, so I actually thought it was the best match of the whole night. I thought they had some incredible spots in there. I thought the wrestling was really good. I like how the big stars, or like someone like Alexa Bliss, can get eliminated first and not look weak while also putting someone else over. Like Kiana James was incredible. She's had like a month or two of just being so good, and they made her look so strong. And then Raquel, on top of that, she comes out of that pod and just wreaks havoc. I mean, a double elimination and a drive through a pod, like that running body slam, was just insane. So I thought it was really good. And then Rhea, I think Rhea was actually the right choice, because I think Jade's whole reign, they thought Bianca was going to be back, and you can kind of tell because her reign's been lackluster. And so now I think heading into Mania, they're like, you know what, screw it. If Bianca's not going to be back and we've kind of tanked this whole reign, let's put Rhea in there to just get the draw that we need. So I thought it was a great match. I think Kiana and Raquel were the MVPs, and I think they made the right choice. The last thing I'll say is I think, at least for me, it's easy for Tiffany to get lost in the shuffle of things, because she kind of has that like Barbie persona that I just forget about. She's really good, and it's really fun to watch how
she's so good. Yeah.
All right, Adam?
Yeah, I'd say Raquel's double pin, man. I mean, we don't get to see that very often. Last time we saw that in a big spot was Roman, and Roman stacking them and pinning them. And I mean, to me, that's a tall an honor for Raquel, right? To be put in that same conversation of I stack them, I pin them, I win kind of situation. I am very disappointed that Raquel didn't win. I didn't pick Raquel because Shane picked Raquel, and with all due respect, fuck Shane. So I didn't want to pick her. But I think it's Raquel's time, and I really truly feel strongly about this, that Raquel needs a breakout moment. She needs a breakout match. This could have been it for her. She could have won. If you're ever going to give Raquel an opportunity at a title, it's this one. Because the champion, unfortunately, is not that strong, right? And in sense of Jade's not that popular. She's not huge. She's not Rhea Ripley. She's not Io Sky. She's not Tiffany Stratton even. You know what I mean? In the sense of like, she's not as big or as popular as those guys are. So you could have potentially taken the title off of her and given it to Raquel in this moment, where Rhea can do that against anybody. Like, Rhea can beat anybody. Raquel right now can't necessarily beat anybody. And so I would have really liked to see her have that opportunity to win the title, but I'm not mad at Rhea. It'll be a great match. It's definitely going to be a good WrestleMania match for them. But my moment of the match was Raquel double stacking them cats and pinning them.
All right. First off, I'd like to say I did enjoy Rhea and Alexa Bliss recreating last year's moment in the chamber when they both mirror imaged each other and pounded on the glass at each other. That was great. I have a different idea about the Raquel Rodriguez thing. I don't think this was a push for, no reason and then back to the back of the line. You guys covered it. Raquel throwing somebody, I can't remember who it was. Was it Kiana James that she put through the pod?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Who also was awesome. I should have said that. I wanted to say that too. Kiana James was amazing in this match. And she's a rising star. She's gonna surpass Julia pretty soon.
Oh, she's so strong.
Yeah.
She's like deceivingly strong.
She's
we saw her pick up
she's
Jack, right?
Oh my god, that was an incredible.
She's a monster. Yeah, she's gonna be good.
Obviously the double pin. You guys already went over that. That was a great touch. But here's what I think. Especially after seeing the end of the Punk and Balor match with the handshake and the sign of respect, which we saw once, it backfired. I don't think it's going to backfire again. What I think is this leads to Mania. Liv does beat Stephanie Becker, becomes the champion, but I think it's going to be Raquel finally noticing that Liv is not like so blatantly obvious, but subtly shitting on her and keeping her foot on Raquel this whole time. That Raquel's actually going to beat Liv for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think this is the decimation of the Judgment Day, and it's starting.
Yeah.
Can we get Raquel to win the Money in the Bank then?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Could. It depends on how fast the Judgment Day is going to blow up with.
Well, I think that'll be the start, right?
Slow burn, or are we going to explode?
Yeah, that'll be, if it's a slow burn, that'll be the start. You have her win the Money in the Bank, and then you can lead that bad boy up to wherever you want, probably SummerSlam, and have some crazy stuff happen. But I need Raquel to get her flowers. Raquel is incredible. She has been working so hard and been putting up some really good performances. She's not my favorite. Io will always be my favorite in the women's division, but Raquel deserves her time. She really does.
Yeah,
and I think it's coming.
I'm good.
Last thing that Rhea Ripley.
Let's see next.
That Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that was a great spot too.
Onto the people, they were already up on the turnbuckle. Just insane, awesome spot. Yeah, probably the best move of the match.
I thought Raquel might have gotten hurt because I saw Rhea's ass bounce off Raquel's head and the mat at the same time, like sandwich. So you get like that double, like da-da.
Yeah,
Raquel was in heaven. What are you talking about? She wasn't hurt. Raquel was like, "This will do."
That or I'll be grounded. But,
Hey, I'm just speaking truth to power. That's all.
All right. Next match.
AJ hold on. What do you grade it? Really quick.
Shit,
Tyler.
Yeah, we didn't do grades. Out of 6, huh?
Yeah.
5 out of 6.
Ooh. Aaron, go ahead. Give it that 6. Give it the 6, Aaron. Do it.
No, it was a 5. Especially with the other matches of the night, it was a 5. But it was the best match. I'm
gonna go 4.5 on this one. I really enjoyed it, but I can't give it quite a 5. But I did really enjoy it.
Fair.
All right. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch, Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I picked AJ Lee. Aaron picked AJ Lee. Adam picked Becky Lynch. This match was good.
Can I explain myself really quick? Why I picked Becky Lynch? I truly thought in this moment I was saying they need to bring it down to bring it up, right? And so I was thinking somehow Becky goes over. It's sad. It's rough. And then CM Punk wins the next match. But I in no way, shape, or form did I think they both would. But that's why I went with Becky in this match. Not because I thought she should win. I'm actually really excited about the outcome. It'll be interesting how they do this. But I picked her because I thought they're going to drop it down on us before they pick us up by the end. So that was my reasoning.
Yeah, I think they did it right. Slow, methodical. Every move, every punch, every kick, you felt it. Enough false finishes to where even I was like, "Fucking Becky won." Oh, great! Becky's gonna win now.
Yeah.
She tapped out. Ref's out cold.
It was a good wrestling match.
I didn't see it going AJ Lee's way after that. After the Becky tapping and the ref being out, I was like, "Oh, I've seen this 900 times. Great."
Yep.
So it was a pleasant surprise to see that, AJ Lee does still pull out the win. And this is, what does this do to Becky? That's 3 straight losses to AJ Lee.
Doesn't matter. It's Becky Lynch. It doesn't matter. It's like Conor McGregor. Becky Lynch is Conor McGregor. It doesn't matter how many times she loses. What matters is how does she explain that loss and how does she spin that loss? Because Becky is honestly, it's tough battle. Well, Becky's great on the mic. She's so good. So her doing her Donald Trump impressions that she's doing right now, she needs to lose. The only way she can be effective as her character is if she loses. So I don't think this hurts her at all. I think it elevates her, and I think it puts her in a position kind of like the Miz in a sense, but Becky Lynch version of the Miz. And again, no disrespect for the Miz, because the Miz is a really he's the first two-time Grand Slam winner. He's not to be rifled with. I'm saying, like, she's going to be that person that can lose, and it's okay. She's just going to keep rolling and keep rolling. And you need that. You need that person that can keep rolling and lose. Seth Rollins was that person that could lose and keep rolling. And it was okay. And it just fed him. Unfortunately, Sami Zayn is that person, that just keeps losing, and it feeds him. It feeds him. It feeds him. They're different ends of the spectrum, but I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem at all for her.
All right. What did you guys, we'll go to Aaron. Aaron, what did you think of the match? What were your favorite highlights?
Yes, it kind of felt like 2 different matches. Like the first half was like a good singles solid wrestling match, and then the second half was the shenanigans-filled wrestling match. I thought AJ Lee looked good, maybe a little bit of ring rust, but besides that, she moved really well in there and actually didn't look bad for being 11 years out of a singles match. So I thought it was really fun. I've been kind of ready for Becky to be out of the IC picture, if I'm being honest. She's done so much for it that after the whole Maxine bit, I would have been okay if she didn't get it back at that point, but I understand them wanting AJ to win it from Becky. So with this 2 months we have before Mania, this is kind of when the part-timers do that fake full-time job, right? Heading into WrestleMania. So I really hope AJ Lee gets a 2-month run of being a good champion, couple matches, maybe a bigger feud or something. And then I hope that takes the WrestleMania match instead of a rematch with Becky. I hope Becky maybe goes and does a couple side quests, something with that whole Jessica Carr angle.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hope Becky goes and does a couple side things before getting into the title picture, maybe post Mania. I hope AJ takes this chance to get a bunch of really good matches in, drop the title at Mania, because I don't think she's going to be full time past that. So I think it was setting it up for some cool stuff to come, and it was a good match.
Can I just say I really want Becky to do what she did for the Intercontinental title, which she did a lot for. I think I agree with you. She has done the most for that title for the women as anybody. I now want her to go and do that for the U.S. title, right? I want her to chase that title and then to go and do the same thing she just did. But I do love the Jessica Carr angle, and Jessica Carr is a very good wrestler herself, and I would love to see something come out of that for sure.
I actually think Io is going to do that for the U.S. Championship. I think it's going to be
that would be great. I would love it.
WrestleMania.
I would love that. Yep, that'd be great. Io is number 1 on my list, and that doesn't mean you have to have the number 1 title. That means you can be. I commented on. Do you guys remember? Oh God, what's his name? Hold on. Do you guys remember the dude that was there for a while in NXT? Oh God, I'm messing up right now. But anyway, they called him the next Brock Lesnar. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like he was.
Oh yeah, Parker Boudreaux.
Parker. Yeah, I was struggling.
Or whatever.
I just commented on his thing, and he was talking about how much he's accomplished over the year, and I said to him, I was like, look, bro, like don't worry about making it to the big stage. Keep making every stage you're on bigger, and that's what EO can do, and that's what Becky can do. They can make that stage so much bigger. And so if that's the case, if EO does that for the U.S. title, that would be amazing. I'd love that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What are we ranking this?
So if I gave the other match a 5, I think I'm going to give this one a 4.5. I thought it was a good match, but it was just like fun to watch.
And I'll keep consistent. I'm going to go 4, so I got to drop it down to half. The same idea. I'm going to go 4 with this one. It was fine. It was great. It was a good wrestling match. It was 2 matches, like Aaron said. And it went well. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, but it was fine. It was good.
Yep.
It was good.
I'm going to go with a 4 as well.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. Finn Balor
versus
CM Punk.
It was a 1. It would have been a 5 if Finn Balor would have won. It was a 1.
Nah.
Yeah, you're not going to get that past CM Punk.
First off, yeah, no. I'm never going to do that.
It was trash. It was the worst match of the night. It's the worst match I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
That match was good. I'm not gonna lie, that match was so fucking good. It was
how about
so good.
The entrance?
It was so. I don't care about
Chicago Bulls treatment.
That was amazing. It was great. It was amazing. It was just such a good match, and I'm mad about it. I didn't want to tell you this today. I told Marissa I would rather die on a hill than tell you that I enjoyed a CM Punk match. I am a Finn Balor fan, so that counts for me. But damn, that was a good match. That was good. It was
very good.
All right, go ahead. Talk about it. I'm sorry.
Finn having his old entrance again. Love it. Bring it back.
Stick.
And this is another reason why I think he's leaving the Judgment Day.
It's going to stick. Yep.
I didn't see a flaw in the match at all. Never saw a flaw in the whole thing. I saw Finn Balor show just how big of a badass he is. This felt like the Finn Balor we had against Seth Rollins for the first ever Universal Championship match. I saw that much testicular fortitude, if I can borrow something from Jim Ross. Unfucking believable.
I got to tell you, I got in trouble one time in school for saying I got some testicular fortitude when I was like 10 years old because of Jim Ross, man. And I wasn't out there doing the DX suck it. I was telling people about my testicular fortitude. So, I'm not crude, okay? I'm going to tell you about my testicular fortitude.
That's great.
I thought it was brilliant when Punk hit the first GTS and Finn rolls out of the ring. I thought Punk taking that coup de grace and stopping it and turning it into a sharpshooter was fucking magic.
Sharpshooter was crazy. My sharpshooter was crazy.
I popped so goddamn hard for this. My neighbors hate me. Whenever Punk's wrestling, they fucking hate me.
Bret Hart got somebody pregnant on that sharpshooter.
Jesus, I tell you, you know what? If anybody could, it would be him. I never saw a single flaw with it, and it as much as all of us going into this match, we were like, yeah, well, Finn's obviously going to lose because we know Punk and Roman, it's set, it's cemented. There were times during this match where I went, oh, fuck, is this going to be a triple threat? Is Punk going to lose the belt? They shake shit up, and then Roman still has an issue with Punk, and they make it a triple threat.
I had to ask myself at one point, I was like, can I see it being Finn versus Roman? Can I see that? Can I vision it? And I couldn't, unfortunately, because that, obviously, Punk was that guy. But I was like, man, this might happen. Can I picture this? Can it happen?
How about the brutality of that running torpedo drop kick into Punk through the barricade?
Mm-hmm. That was a good spot. That was a good spot.
They need to let Finn do what Finn does best. And the Bullet Club has been disbanded in New Japan, and I think WWE needs to make a play for it, and I think WWE needs to do something, because I need Finn Balor and I need Bullet Club Finn Balor back. and I need him. I don't. Finn is like Seth for me. I like them as the head of a faction. I like them as the leader of younger, more impressionable wrestlers, and I think it would be so good if we got a Tama Tonga, Finn Balor, and even give me a little bit just for fun. Just so I can be a happy guy. Give me Shinsuke in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, just let me have a New Japan reunion and call the Bullet Club. It doesn't have to be the real one. Just call it that, and let's play, because Finn was great in this match. This full disclosure, this was my favorite match of the night.
Yeah, and then can we bring up the ironic thing that not only did AJ Lee get her lip busted open, but so did Punk.
Pretty wild.
Apart from each other. I thought that was funny. When and Punk put emphasis on that last GTS, and even looked at Finn like, really, and then like pinned him, which it was like almost like a sign of respect. Like, it took that much to put you down. I got Roman yet, dude. It pinned him. I loved it. AJ comes out. They celebrate. AJ goes to kiss Punk, and he goes, my lips busted open. Dude's got blood all over his beard. Like, she can't see that. She don't care. It's your wife. But my favorite part of all of this coming out of it is CM Punk taking that picture with the IC title around his chest and the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist, and picking on Seth and Becky for taking that stupid fucking picture.
I was so mad when I saw that. That didn't need to come across my Twitter. It didn't need to happen. I haven't been on Twitter in weeks. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just haven't been on there. So I started getting back into it more recently, and I pulled it up, and that's the shit I see. I didn't need that. I didn't need to see Tim Harshman with the goddamn belts around his waist. That's pretty much what happened there.
It's the background on my phone. I'm kidding.
Okay.
It will be after we leave this call.
Privately, that is, if you got an iPhone, whatever number it is this time, you need to put that as your back. I don't know if you can do that with iPhones. Can you do that with iPhones?
I have no idea, dude. I haven't really like explored it enough yet.
Yeah.
What are we ranking this match?
So, if you guys have more to say, you can go ahead. I'm contrarian, so I haven't said anything yet.
Go ahead. No, do your thing, Aaron. Yeah, and then when you're done, give your ranking. Just go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you said there wasn't any flaw in this match. I disagree. I think the biggest flaw was it didn't matter. This match didn't matter. My biggest problem with it is that WWE is stepping on itself with these storylines. I would have loved a Finn Balor CM Punk match, and I did love this wrestling match, but it didn't matter at all. And Finn Balor's been screwed over so much anyway that it's like, why would I care about it, even if there was hope, which there wasn't.
Right.
After Rumble, when Roman came out and did that promo on Monday Night Raw, and then he's gone for a month, why not do that same promo this Monday? You don't have to do that promo after Rumble. You can do that same exact promo this Monday, and it would have been just as good. And it wouldn't have ruined your Elimination Chamber match. So that's my biggest fault, is that like no matter how good the wrestling was, it didn't matter. And I didn't think even when Finn Balor did the best he could, I didn't think it meant anything. So the match was good. It had some good spots, which I agree. The ending was a little weird for me. Like it felt like they were really building up the ending, and then they kind of just like paused for a minute, hit a GTS, and it was done. So
it did end quick. Yeah, it did end quick.
So I did have some problems with it. Again, it was more so that like I'm excited to see them wrestle, but I already saw them wrestle. I understand that sometimes in wrestling you just want to see a good match, and you may already know the outcome and all that, but we already saw this match, so why do I need to see it again if the stakes are even lower than it was then? So that was my biggest fault in it. I'm going to give it a 3. I think if it was a normal storyline, like match that mattered, it would have been a 5, but I just had to give it a 3 because I didn't think it meant anything.
3 is vicious. Aaron, you are coming for the throat, my guy.
But even CM Punk, I mean, you say you're the best in the world. Why are you doing this rematch when you're already looking over his shoulder, and then just to win it again and move on. It didn't mean anything. If Finn Balor would have won because CM Punk was looking over his shoulder, that would have meant something.
Fair.
CM Punk beating Finn Balor again when he was already preoccupied just goes to show that they don't care about Finn Balor. So why did I need to see it again?
I think, though, that was what was supposed to entice you, right? Yeah. Is that exact storyline. Could he possibly win because Punk is looking past him? That's heavy. I mean, I agree with you. I agree that it sucks that it didn't mean anything, but it's also why I just sometimes hate titles. I really do. And it's also why I just wish there was one, and because I would have rather saw this match for being the match that it was. You know what I mean? And that's how I'm going to grade it. I'm going to grade it based solely on the match, not based on the implication. But I agree with you, Aaron, that it didn't mean anything. And so that it did lessen my excitement coming into the match. But I think that because it is almost kind of a cool calculated risk, right? So it lessened my expectation because it didn't mean anything, and then it overshot that expectation. That's fair. And so I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it a 5 based on that alone. But I agree with you. It didn't mean anything, but I hate titles for that fact. I hated when The Fiend won the title. I hated when Finn Balor, the Demon, won, because you don't need them, right? Like these were good, solid wrestling match. CM Punk is a good, solid wrestler. Oh, yeah. Finn is a good, solid. These are great matches that people that are WWE fans don't get to see. You know what I mean? Like normally you got to go to New Japan, or you got to go to TNA, or you got to go to AEW to see that level of wrestling. In that sense, but it was so good. It was so good. So I have to give it a 5. I do agree with you, though. It didn't mean anything, and that does suck. So, yeah.
So I was, and it's a lot to what you're saying, and it's a lot to what I said at the beginning, what I said. This is going to be a nothing throwaway. Obviously, Punk's going to win. I went into this going, the best they can do is a 4-star.
Sure. The
best they can do. And I was wrong. This match, for me, had me clench my butthole a few times. I got sweaty, even though I didn't have a blanket on me.
He's never going to love you, Tyler. He's never going to love you.
Unless you pay him $99.99 a month.
I gave it a 5.5 because I was that surprised. Obviously I'm a CM Punk guy. I mean,
you are.
I don't know if you knew this, but he's all over my wall back there. And you guys don't even want to see the CM Punk flags I have in my bedroom. It's great.
Right above it. Like, not above the bed, like above the headboard. It's on the wall. It's like, like on the ceiling, I should say. Like, that's what he looks like.
Pictures.
Do not send us pictures, all right, for less than $9.99 a month. Do not send us any pictures.
I don't know. Maybe I should, I know I'm not, as hot as
somebody loves you. Somebody loves you. Just... They'll pay.
Solid 6, right?
They'll pay. I
mean, if you add the alcohol issues in, solid 5.5, right, guys?
7.2. But yeah,
I can get $4.99 a month. I gave it a 5.5 because it did have me go, holy shit. Finn is actually going to beat him, and this is going to be a triple threat at Mania. They're actually going to push Finn. They realized their mistake with having Finn lose to Punk dude, my mind was going wild. So yeah, going into it, I was like, this is a pointless match. He's in Chicago. He's going to win. Yay. Now they're going to celebrate AJ Lee. Yay. And I am going to go, yay. But I didn't want everybody to see that. But yeah, I gave it a 5.5 because it did surprise me in the match. I felt the emotion that they wanted to take out of me plus some. So I gave it a 5.5. And the best match of the night.
I will say order matters too, because AJ winning made me think, maybe Finn could win. AJ winning did make me think maybe Finn could win. So order does matter. In that respect, I think you got to give them a little credit, because you took a match that otherwise had absolutely no excitement to it and said, well, maybe. So
that's fair.
All right, last one.
Nope. We got one other one besides that. The secret reveal.
Oh, that shit.
So as soon as I saw the casket, I was like, oh, it's Danhausen.
Danhausen.
Oh, it's for sure Danhausen. And Aaron brought this shit up as like right when the PLE started. He's like, "Did you guys hear Danhausen got released?" I saw the picture too of like somebody releasing the handcuffs that he posted. And I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I saw
the genie."
Dude, does this mean that there was some contract tampering?
I don't. That's not. I mean, there's no collective bargaining agreement.
This is only like a day and a half ago, 2 days ago, that Danhausen posted that.
No,
there's no collective bargaining agreement in wrestling.
I think what this means is that it is now canon in wrestling that AEW and WWE actually talk, because to get that crate to WWE to tell them to not open it until his contract expired on this day that was Elimination Chamber, that means Tony Khan packaged Danhausen in like 12 women dancers and shipped them to AEW and told them not to open it until his contract was up. So I actually think it's part of the universe now that AEW and WWE are corresponding.
But can we also sit here and talk about the absolute psychopathy that Tony Khan has to package 12 women and Danhausen in a box and send them not to one city, but to 3? You know what I mean? Like, the guy's an absolute animal, that Tony Khan. That's what... Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You know what's bad, though? Like, yeah, okay, we all want to sit here and be like, what a lucky dude. 12 super fit chicks, but they all have your face. Like, I don't want to take a stick with my face. I don't care what her body looks like.
I'm ugly as shit. I'm ugly as shit.
Everyone has their thing, all right?
I don't want that. I want this looking back at me while I'm pumping? No, I don't. That's why there's no mirrors in my bedroom. I don't even want to accidentally take a glimpse.
Oh, my God.
Just CM Punk flags for you to look at.
Listen, I got to say this really quick, because I almost posted it on X. In all seriousness, I'm getting very frustrated, very, very frustrated with adult wrestling fans not understanding that not everything is about you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. I get it, adults. I get it. You guys like, who cares about Danhausen? The children. The children care about Danhausen. Yeah, and a few other people too, but it's not for you. The kids love Danhausen. The kids love Iguana. They need that. They don't have John Cena anymore. Like, it is.
That's right.
It is okay. It is okay to have some fun, crazy, nonsensical, whimsical people in the WWE. Not everything has to be, oh my God, this is so serious. Now, I told you guys, I like cohesiveness. I like consistency and my storylines. But with that has to be chaos. There has to be jesters. There has to be jokers. There have to be people. There has to be that. Like even
funny
kings.
Makes money. I don't care.
Yeah, I was going to say, even the reason that jesters exist is because kings needed to laugh, right? And so it's just, so every now and again, you got to just look past yourself and say, can this just be fun? Can it be fun? And Danhausen came out, and as soon as he did the smoke and it went black, I was like, he's going to be gone now. That's fun. I mean, and these are the same people who gargle the balls of the Undertaker all day long, when this is the same shit he did. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just darker and all or that. Kane. Or Kane, or any of these supernatural figures. It's the same thing. This one just happens to also allow you to laugh. So please. Yeah. My WWE Universe friends, lighten up. Have a good time. Laugh every now and again. It doesn't have to be a big old serious thing. Danhausen is fun. He's a great wrestler. He's an even better individual. Just let it be fun, please. And let the children have something. It's not about you. That's all. That's my point. I enjoyed it. I'm happy he's here. I want to see him and Mr. Iguana do some fun shit. I want to see him and R-Truth do some fun shit. I want to see him run into The Miz. I want to see him run into Damian Priest. And I really want to see him run into Brock Lesnar. I just need it to happen. And Braun Breaker when he comes back. These are the type of people you need.
I want to see a curse, and the person he curses, it actually works. And then you see that story
it would be great.
I think I'm cursed. You know,
it'd be Kit Wilson.
Let it be Kit Wilson. I think I'm cursed. Miz would buy it.
Curse Kit Wilson, curse The Miz, let it be fun. Just we've got to watch these 3 hours, these 2.5 hours shows of all this bullshit. Can we have a little bit of comic relief in there every now and again? Not everything has to be nuclear, guys. Like, in the world we're living in right now, and you can't laugh a little, like, it's just, come on. Like, have some fun. This is the problem. Have some fun. I love it. That's all I'll say about it. 6 out of 6 stars. That's my vote.
6 out of 6. And that was
6
my
out
next
of 6
thing.
stars.
I gave the reveal a 5 because me and Cassie popped like nobody's business. But the only thing that dropped it from being a 6 was that flat-ass Chicago crowd.
That's their problem, not yours. That's their problem.
We got very excited. Aaron, how did you feel about the reveal? I take everything out of it. He was in a crate for 3 weeks. Blah, blah, blah. Just the reveal that Danhausen is with WWE is what we're rating. Rankins
he looked incredible for being in a crate for 3 weeks. Looked great.
If anybody could do it, it's him.
It's him.
Can I play devil's advocate a little bit? And
yeah,
I know this is twice in a row. But it's hard to say because I don't really know Danhausen. I know what he does, and I'm excited for it. I think everything you said, Adam, makes sense and is true. But one of the things that I try to tell people all the time is, like, 2 things can be true at the same time, even if they're not in sync. I try to live by that because so many people are like black and white. Like, if you like this, you don't like the other. If you don't like it, then you can't like something else. I think everything Danhausen is going to do will be fun. I think it'll be great. I think people will enjoy it. At the same time, I didn't like the crate, and I didn't like him being revealed in the crate, and I didn't like him running out to the ring and disappearing and no one knowing what's going on. So I actually didn't enjoy it, but not because it was Danhausen, because it wasn't something else, I guess.
Can I answer that a little bit though? First of all, it was gobbledygooker, right? I'll give you that. But I don't think
for sure.
I don't think it was planned, and that's the thing. I think they had this crate, and they were going to do this crate, and then this came together, right? Maybe. And this worked. That's just the way it looks to me. Like, it doesn't look like it was very well planned, and so I will agree with you on that. Yeah. I just asked people for a little bit. The name of this podcast is Kayfabe Barks, right? Just for a little bit, suspend reality, suspend belief. But I agree. I think it would have been great for him to come in another way, or have a different type of a little bit less of an impact. But a lot of shit is not working out right now, right? Well, the Masked Man got screwed up. All that got screwed up. Yeah. There was too many mysteries. I agree, and I said that to Marissa. I was like, I don't like all this mystery stuff. Just get it done.
Scooby-Doo. It's not Scooby-Doo.
It's not Scooby-Doo, right?
I guess I just think that, like, he wasn't a return, right? Like, he's never been in WWE, or at least not like as a full-time character. Right. So, like, I think the problem is I wish he would have been revealed on SmackDown to curse Kit Wilson or do something with someone, because then you're at least taking advantage of what he does and not just parading him around expecting everyone to understand what he does.
That
would have been a lot better.
Especially at these PLEs where real fans aren't buying all the tickets because they're so expensive. So why not keep it for a crowd that's going to enjoy it and finally understand what he's there and what he's doing? So, like, I'm excited for Danhausen, but I didn't like the reveal because I just didn't think it fit in with what was going on.
I'll agree with that, and I'll take it a step further. I wish it would have been an NXT reveal. I think he would have done great in NXT as a reveal, and I think he would have been phenomenal doing that. I'm happy for him because we have talked about this. Tyler and I have talked about having Danhausen in WWE forever. I don't care where he goes. I don't care what he does. He is a star, and he's a wonderful dude, and he's going to sell a hell of a lot of merch. They're going to sell $50 masks to a bunch of children. You saw my son. You saw his excitement over Danhausen when I was like, what do you think about Danhausen? Are you excited? Yeah, he's super excited. But I agree with you. I think it should have been packaged a little bit differently. But those who are like Danhausen as a bum are ridiculous. It's going to be fun. Let it be fun. Just let it be fun.
I just realized I should have worn my Danhausen mask this episode. I really should have. I have one, yeah.
That's a problem. We're going to talk about that someday.
Cassie likes it.
All right. Get on to the last match. I'm running out of battery here.
All right. Aaron, what did you rate it, though, for a star?
I give it a 3 again, just because I felt like I saw it and I saw it was Danhausen, and I was like, oh cool, Danhausen, but this doesn't do anything for me right now. I can go use the bathroom.
That's fair. I did like the song though. So listen, I really quick. We got a guy. We got a guy. I met him at a job that I was doing this week, and I was like, "Hey, you should definitely check out our podcast." And he did. And he's actually been messaging me through this whole process. But Tyler, he followed you on Twitter. He followed me on Twitter. I'm gonna get him on yours, Aaron. Good dude. I think his name is a dad with. Hold on. I'll tell you what it is. His name is. You sent it to me. Hold on. Oops. Why did I screw that up? It's like a dad with games or something like that, or video games or something. Did you get any a follow from somebody like that?
I might have. I follow everyone back, so.
Yeah. Well, he's been him and I have been communicating back and forth. He's a big fan. He wants to come on. No, first of all, I'm not so presumptuous to think anybody's a fan. He's now a new listener, right? And he's listened to us. He's been having a good time with it. His name is Robert. Hold on, let me see his thing. I'm pulling it back up really quick. And I want to give him his credit here really quick. So his name on Twitter is a dad who games. That's his name. So if you saw him,
why does that sound familiar? Maybe I did add him back.
Yeah, interact with him. He's a good dude.
Was it over the weekend?
Yep. Because I was at the bank last week. So it's a guy I met. Yeah, I was talking to him about it. I think I added him back.
If I didn't, I saw the ad from him, but I don't go on Twitter as much anymore with like.
What's going on? Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, I'm the same. And I've only been on wrestling Twitter now because of what's been going on. So I have 2 different Twitters, and one is specifically for wrestling because I can't deal with this other shit. But anyway, he said, he messaged me right as we were getting started today. He's like, "Can we talk about stupid Danhausen music?" And I was like, "You don't like it?" He says, "I think for the gimmick, it's dumb, and I have no trust that WWE will know how to book him. It gives Austin Powers vibes." And I said, "That's probably why I liked it." Right? That's probably exactly why I liked it. So anyway, Robert, he wants to come on the show sometime, so we'll make that happen. He's a great dude. Yeah, so he is not with the Danhausen music and all that. I loved it. I had a great time, but I'm also 6 years old most of the time. So,
my wife married a child.
Yeah, well, don't say that. Do not say that over the air.
Yeah, I'm not a child.
Do not say
my wife
that.
Married somebody who is mentally a child.
There we go. That's also not good.
Better.
But anyway, Robert, so we're gonna get you on the show. But I did want to say, I wanted to say. I agree with you. It is a little goofy. It's a little goofy. We were texting back and forth for a little bit on here, but so I mean, the Danhausen has people talking. People are talking about it, and that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. We're talking about it. All right, last match. Sorry, I'm on 29% now.
Men's Elimination Chamber. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm running low too. Men's Elimination Chamber. Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. I picked Cody Rhodes. Aaron picked Randy Orton. Adam picked LA Knight.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you picked LA Knight. I don't know why you're so proud of that shirt.
I was praying that the WWE would just, for once, I tweeted it out. It's like they don't care. It's like they don't.
I literally watched Logan Paul almost literally paralyze Javon Evans doing that stupid fucking pulverizer move. Dude landed on the top of his fucking head. And if Javon Evans wasn't as athletic as he is, he'd be a fucking quadriplegic or a paraplegic. Logan Paul is a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum. And I want him out of the fucking WWE.
I said the same thing about that move. I hate that move. But I am shocked. I am absolutely flabbergasted at the disrespect to LA Knight still. I just want to jump in here. Let me jump in here. I'll give you my rating. You can do whatever you want after that. But I am absolutely flabbergasted. I mean, sure, Randy Orton. I love Randy Orton. I would love for Randy Orton to get one more title than Triple H. It would be such a beautiful thing. And I want that. I want that to happen. I want him to be number 3 on the list. But it's not going to happen at WrestleMania. It's not happening. He's not winning. So we were talking about a wasted spot earlier, about the Finn Balor match and the CM Punk match, about how it didn't matter. I really feel like they wasted this spot. Now, the match itself I thought was great. I enjoyed the match. I had a good time in the match. I rated it a 5. I thought it was good. But I'm so frustrated with the ending, not because it's Randy, but because they just keep disrespecting LA Knight. And at this point, I'm like, why is the guy still there? Let him go. Let him be free. Let him go and win championships and go the Matt Cardona route and do whatever he wants to do, because you guys just are not going to let him be great. And it just doesn't make sense to me. Overall, the match was fine. The ending was fine. It was good. It was great. I'm happy to see Seth back. That'll all lead to something else. But the fact that Logan Paul, the GOAT, eliminated LA Knight is absolutely tragic. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's dumb. And I was pretty upset with it. So I'm going to give it a 5 because the overall match was good. I can look past all that. But this disrespect to LA Knight has gone too far.
All right. Aaron?
So I give it a 4. I actually didn't enjoy it all that much, just because, like, in the actual match portion, I didn't think anything that great happened. There weren't any super cool spots. There weren't any, like, aha moments of anything that happened. Like, the entrances were a lot of fun, and then the ending was good. And that's what made it a 4 for me. I actually enjoyed the ending because it's kind of, long-term storytelling can be problematic at some points, but at other points, when it carries through, Randy Orton finally pulled the trigger. He hesitated at, what was it, King of the Ring, that term, whatever that was, against Cody. He pulled the trigger without thinking this time. And now I actually disagree with you, Adam. I think he wins at WrestleMania because I think that it shows that he's progressing through that. He started by looking at the title. He started by telling Cody, oh, I'm going to beat you, but as a friend. He started by doing all this stuff, and now it's progressing towards, oh, maybe I should do what I do best, but maybe I'm not there yet, and now he's there.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, if he wins and he wins by punt kick, I will eat all of my words. I will absolutely eat all my words. Yeah.
I want him to punt kick Cody through Allegiant Stadium. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Like, to San Diego. I want him to punt kick him to San Diego.
Exactly. So, like, I'm hoping that it's building up to that long-term storytelling, because I actually think that John Cena's retirement tour put a damper on what they wanted to do with Randy Orton, because it felt like at the beginning of last year it was going to be like Randy Orton's time, and then he kind of took the year off. He did a lot of like Saudi stuff and a lot of like touring and a lot of stuff where you expected him to be there and then he wasn't. So I actually think that this is Randy Orton's time. The match was fine.
He wasn't even at Cena's retirement match. Exactly. He took time off.
So the match was fine for me. Like I said, I liked the ending because it set some more stuff up. I thought the entrances was fun. Javon is clearly a hit. Trick Williams, I think, is going to be a superstar. I think he wins the title by the end of the year, actually. That's if there's a hot take going around, I think Trick Williams wins a championship title by the end of the year. So I enjoyed
the future is gold, man. Yeah. The future is gold. Those two are, gold.
I give it a 4. It was fun.
I think it's almost impossible to fumble either one of them.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm Aaron, what do you rate it first?
4.
Okay. So my gripe is I hate Logan Paul. I will always hate Logan Paul. I hate his brother. I hate their whole family. He almost crippled Javon Evans. He needs to come up with a new finisher if he even wants to somewhat give me a little bit of like faith that he's not going to hurt somebody that's actually talented. I don't know if you guys watched the back and forth between Kevin Owens and Logan Paul on the ratings reveal for 2K26. Yeah. Kevin Owens put him in his fucking spot plus some. He didn't just put him in his seat. He put him in a fucking car seat. Put a binky in his mouth. I'll never fucking like the guy. The match, it kind of just was what it was. The BFT on top of the pod was cool, but nothing came of it.
I was going to say, could have been better if they followed it up.
On top of the pod. It should have been better. Roll him off of the pod. He lands on the ground and pin him. It didn't happen. So that part, just psychology-wise, didn't work for me. We didn't really get much besides, again, like what you guys said, the ending is where we really got some shit going. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I saw that first masked man, I looked at Cassie. I went, "Oh, Seth Rollins is coming back." She's like, "That's not Seth Rollins." I was like, "I know it's not. Watch. All the refs, all the officials are going to be taking that guy down. He's going to slip into the..." Dude, as I said it, Seth Rollins slips into the cage, hits the stomp, walks out, rips the mask off, the whole nine. It happened. Yeah. They did good with it. But
the camera angles were good. The camera angles were really, really good on that.
They did good. And then McIntyre coming out, which I did not predict at all. Mm-hmm. McIntyre coming out, hitting Cody in the back of the head with the title, and Cody not selling it as much as I would have liked.
No-sold it. That was crazy. He no-sold that. I thought that was nuts. He did not sell it
anywhere near as much as I thought he should have.
No.
But again, and then to Aaron's point, Orton going, "No, I learned my lesson. I can't show remorse this time. I can say sorry afterwards." And that's what wrestlers say anyway. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Well, this is what Orton did in the match. Guess what? I'll tell you sorry later. But done. Yeah. And I'm with Aaron. I gave it a 4.
That's fair. I just want to say really quick. My last words on it will be: Trick Williams is a star. Javon Evans is a star. Trick Williams' entrance, it was incredible with the spinning turnstile. Javon Evans can do anything he wants in the ring. I want them both to be safe and healthy and have long careers, because I truly believe Trick Williams will be the face of WWE. That guy is incredible in interviews. He's incredible in the ring. He's got an incredible look. And I mean, he's marrying Lash Legend. Like the guy's clearly making good decisions in life. He's doing well. So I think that I'm very happy with the match in that sense. That's why I gave it such a high score. I'll give my overall will be a 4.5 for the PLE. It was good, not great. Yeah, 4.5, good, not great. I enjoyed it. I wasn't mad that I watched it. I'm glad it was only 4 matches. And I'm excited. I'm more excited now for WrestleMania than I was before. And that's their job. That's the job they were trying to do. So I'm okay with it.
Aaron, what did you give the show as a whole?
4.5 was what I landed on too. I thought it was a good stepping stone for WrestleMania. I enjoyed the show. It wasn't fantastic, but it also wasn't bad by any means. So
it's
it was a good PLE. It's a good stepping stone.
No, I'm just gonna say, as wild as it is that we all rated these shows differently,
I know. I love how we all got to the same conclusion. Yeah, it's amazing. That's what I was laughing about. I love how we all came to the same conclusion, even though we felt very differently about each individual match. So that's awesome. That's good work by the WWE. That, in my opinion, that's good work. So
my last stamp on Elimination Chamber,
did great.
If you mind, I feel like the decision for the winner to pick a champion or get the second champion isn't as enticing as maybe they would like it to be, at least for me. I know they used to defend titles in the Elimination Chamber. If they're only going to put 4 matches on these cards, why not do 4 Elimination Chamber matches for each of the big 4 titles, the 2 women's and the 2 men's? So you have Rumble.
TNA lockdown style.
Oh, really? Okay. So you have Royal Rumble in January. That's a big thing. That winner deserves to pick whatever title they want at Mania. You have Elimination Chamber in February to shake things up a bit or be like, hey, you have all these people. Let's see who's going to take the title to Mania. And then in March.
Wait. Aaron, really quick. I just want to clarify. So for my thought process, are you saying that the titles are defended?
Yes.
In the eliminate? Oh, shit. Okay. Now I'm with you. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
4 titles should be defended.
The way it used to be.
In February, in the Elimination Chamber, and then for that second spot of who challenges who at WrestleMania, I think they should introduce the NXT Iron Survivor Series.
I love that
March.
Iron Survivor. Love it.
Introduce it in March. That winner gets the secondary title opportunity at Mania. Because right now it's like Elimination Chamber is supposed to be like so big, yet you kind of get the leftovers. So it's like,
or bring back King of the Ring. Give me King of the Ring for the title. I'll take King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring. Let them. It's just something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just something else. But no, that's good. I like that.
I just think it'd be fun to see it defended.
What are your takeaways from the match? What's your hot take? What are we gonna do? One last quick little take before we get out of here.
All right, I said my piece.
Oh, okay. You're good. You're fine.
I agree with him doing a TNA lockdown style with the Elimination Chamber. Put the chamber down once. Let's have all 4 matches be a chamber match. Let's make it fucking mean something.
It's also how I
TNA
feel about
lockdown. Every match was in that octagon, or it's an octagon, right? It's 6-sided.
Yeah,
what is a 6-sided ring?
Centagon? Hexagon? Hexagon? Hexagon?
I don't fucking know. Yeah. I failed that class. That's why I'm on this podcast and not already rich.
I passed it the second time.
Lockdown was every match on that pay-per-view was in a cage. I would be fine with Elimination Chamber being every match is in this chamber.
That's how I feel about War Games. Same idea. So
yeah, same idea.
All right, guys. Well, hey, let's get out of here. We are almost at 2 fucking hours. We have gone for a long time. So
yeah,
let's get out of here. Let's get people back to their lives. I was told that whatever we said for the email was not correct. So, but just go to the link tree, guys. I'm not going to say this stuff over and over again because I never remember it.
I can't remember.
Kayfabe. It's kayfabe marks or kayfabe.marks, but it's in the link tree. That is for sure. And it's in all of our bios across our stuff. I am currently working to get us on more streaming podcasts. By working to get us on them, I just mean creating those accounts. I just haven't done it yet. So we'll get there. We'll get us on other things like Apple and all that other stuff. But just look us up where we're at. We'd love to have a conversation. Kayfabe Adam on Twitter. Kayfabe Tyler on Twitter. Aaron, what's your Twitter?
Aaron_Zane. You'll find it.
Aaron_Zane. Gotta love the Zanes. Greatest people on earth.
I'm an Apple guy now, you know. So like we got to get on Apple Music and something.
We'll do. I'll get it on for this one. We'll do it on for this one. This will be our kickoff. Well, tell you what. After WrestleMania, we'll be on all of the platforms. That'll be our restart. We'll do it on WrestleMania. I'll make sure we're on all the platforms. But hey, we love you guys. We care about you guys. Thank you for spending this time with us. If you made it for 2 full hours, you're amazing. You're an absolute rock star.
Have a death job that you don't like.
Yeah, whatever it is, you're a rock star. We appreciate you. We care about you. Like I say every week, do you guys got anything else you want to kick in?
No,
yeah, is there any way that Skittles could sponsor us? Because this shit's getting expensive.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. All right, so if Revelstoke didn't sponsor us, Skittles is definitely not happening. So we care about you guys. We love you guys. We want you to be safe. Spring is coming, so that means the days are getting longer. That means you can get some vitamin D, also what Cass says. So you just gotta be out there, get outside, get your mental health right, get everything right. But if you need anything, talk to us, right? If you need some help, if you have a conversation you need to have, if you just want to chat, we're here to do it. We do what we can do for you. We love you. I don't care what anybody else says about you. We care about you. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Have a great week, guys. Oh, we got to stop it.
High five!